sure if it's working. I think it's working. Seems kind of crazy. Not sure. Seems like there's two of me. Oh, where do I start? You know, it all started as a joke. It all started as... wasn't serious. But I want to put a disclaimer out there. If you're watching this video, I'm probably already dead. And there's probably a lot of other people already dead too. We are all living our lives just like normal. Fun days, sad days, good days. And then the last thing I remember was October 20th, 2020. Everything went crazy. It was crazy. My feed's all messed up. Everything's messed up. I'm lucky to even have Wi-Fi. I'm lucky to just be able to broadcast this message to anybody who can listen. You know, it all started pretty easy, pretty simple. You know, they wanted us all to get vaccinations, and they wanted us all to kind of just step in line. Some of us did, and some of us didn't. And then one day, I don't know, it just went nuts. It went nuts. They came to our doors, they took some of us, and they left some of us. It was insane. It was very insane. I don't even know what day it is anymore, because I've been in this space, isolation, for a long time. I've stepped out of the house and I've looked outside, and it's just windy, and there's nobody. There's no one. And it's so quiet. The only thing you can hear is the animals, the birds. No traffic, no nothing. But I think it's starting to affect me. Because I'm like, been in here, just living off these cans of corn, these tuna, and these bottled waters that I stocked up on. I haven't spoken to another human being. I'd have to guess months. Maybe a year, I don't know. It's been so long. I know I've gone through a winter already. And I've walked for miles at times just to see if I'd find another person to talk to. And there's nobody. I know I'm not the only one left on this planet. That's impossible. This can't be. That's just not fathomable. I can't fathom that. But I know that things are still running and things are still working. Because sometimes I'll talk to Siri just to pass the time. Hey, Siri.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Do you know who this is?
You're Iggy. That's what you told me. Anyway.
And that's the extent of my conversation with somebody. And except for watching videos and stuff, the grid's still up, which is kind of weird. It's kind of strange. Things are still like functioning in a sense, but it's like being in Las Vegas and everything is on, but there's nothing that you can actually do. I've gone through all the stores that I can possibly go through, and there's nothing really left anymore. The only thing left is the things that I have. I've tried to grow things, and it's hard to grow things, especially after all the seeds that they have, or, you know, they're genetically modified, so they only grow one season. And the heirloom seeds that I do have, you know, they're pretty good, but, you know, you have to wait. So it's been tough. Now, being by myself has been really a challenge, learning to just survive, with my own mind and my own presence of myself. And it's been really hard being here. I just remember that day when the military came rolling through here and just started taking people. And it was messed up and it was crazy. And I was like, what's going on? They wouldn't even tell us what was happening. It was like something out of a movie. And I couldn't believe it was something out of a movie. It was just insane. It was crazy. It was bizarre. It was almost a month before the election. I do remember that. I remember how hyped it was. And I remember how everybody was so anti, and just we all laughed. I made videos about this thing, this thing that they call it coronavirus. I still don't even know if that's even what happened. I don't know what happened. My neighbors are gone. My neighbors on this side are gone. Everybody's gone. So like I said, I'm making this as my last video because my computer's messing up. And I don't know if I'll be able to record anymore. But I know I have weeks and weeks and months of recording. So if anybody finds this, they're going to have some kind of dialogue or some kind of history for it. But it's so eerie that there's no one. The wind howls all the time. It's either really cold or really hot. There's no in between. It's insane. And I'm really getting sick of eating canned corn every freaking day. It's nasty. And tuna. Thank God that I bought a lot of water because, man, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have it because the water's down. The water doesn't work in my house. It doesn't work anywhere. The water doesn't work nowhere. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking to myself on the computer. Hey, Iggy, how are you, buddy? I'm doing good, Iggy. How are you? That's old. I did that in the beginning. It's no more. It's not fun anymore. Not being able to talk to another person. Not be able to communicate. At least I get to listen to my music and I get to do... I don't know. There's not been any zombies or anything, so that's cool. I don't have to deal with zombies. I just have to deal with my own head. The crazy part is, the only thing you really hear are birds. I haven't even seen a deer or a dog or anything. I haven't seen anything. And I'm just like ready to go batshit crazy sometimes here because it's just like so quiet. It's like, it's nice. In the beginning it was nice. But then after a while you start to wonder, my next, I think everybody's gone. I don't know. It just feels weird. It's crazy out there. There's nobody out there. Not one single human being. I don't even want to go too far because I don't know if I'm going to get stuck or I'll be able to get back to my house. I don't know if I'll be able to be safe. I don't know. I don't even have a gun. I don't have anything to protect myself except for my knife and my bow staff, and that's about it, Never been a big gun advocate per se. But I'm afraid I'll run into some kind of Mad Max scenario where people are freaking out and everybody's fighting over stuff, and I don't want to be caught in the middle of that. I guess I have to be stuck in this basement and just lock myself away from everything because right now it's just kind of crazy. But not to hear anything, not even a plane, not a helicopter, nothing. Zero. Not even a car. It's like you can hear the wind. You can actually hear the wind blow. You can hear it blow past your head without any interference with other kind of sounds. And to not be able, I tell you, I keep saying this, not to be able to talk to another person is crazy. It's nuts. I know the grid is going down because there's flickering and the lights go off and it dims and it comes back. So there's obviously things are going to collapse even more to the extreme. I don't know if the coronavirus was the cause of all this. I don't know if it was just government trying to control us. I don't know what it was. All I know is that I'm here by myself now. I'm alone. I'm all here by myself. I'd do anything to just hear someone say hi, someone give me a hug. You take for granted just the little things. The highs, the hellos, the hugs. You know, I even miss somebody yelling at me from time to time or honking the horn at me. Get out of the way. I don't know. The quarantine is tough, but I'm not in quarantine anymore. Since I'm probably a pocket of many people who are lost in their basements and their wherever they're at, wherever they're hiding, wherever they're going. And I hope to find somebody, but I just haven't been able to. I haven't really gone far enough. Out of my own fear. My fear that I might run into some crazy group of bandits. Some crazy group that take my stash, the stuff that I've collected. All these books and all this food and all this water and all these things that I've gathered just for me to survive and just in case somebody shows up. Not one person showed up. Not one person's knocked on my door and said, "Hey, anybody home?" Nothing. Zero. I mean, it's just crazy. It's insane. You know, you miss, like, food. You don't know how you used to cook food. Because now it's like, you don't have... There's nothing. Like, you go to the stores, there's nothing there. Everything's gone. So you use what you can. You make corn 100,000 ways. You know, you take tuna, corn casserole, you make it. You just start to, like, become very inventive. You know, biggest thing, though, the biggest thing I liked was these rice cakes. These rice cakes. I took tons of that from the store. Because at least... I'm going to eat while I'm in this state of whatever we're in. Now, I haven't really been able to call anybody. I've tried to call people. Like I said, the only person I can talk to is, "Hello, Siri."
Hello, Iggy. How can I help?
Are there any other people on the planet?
I found this on the web.
Siri, I love you.
That's sweet.
At least she loves me. I don't know. But I tell you, isolation's crazy. It's so quiet outside. I bring my music. I play it loud. That way somebody comes by, they might hear it. But then I have to like think, well, shit. If I play it too loud, then the wrong people might hear it. You know? All of us have seen movies where there's some group of somebody who wants to take everybody's stuff or control. You know, control doesn't go away in this apocalyptic world that has been created for us. And I really thought we were going to be wiped out by a meteor. And who's to say anybody's wiped out? Maybe everybody's just in some Walmart somewhere that FEMA created. And they're just all waiting there to be inoculated when there is a cure for whatever this is. The weird thing is when they came by, they pricked everybody. And everybody who pricked positive got taken. Everybody who was negative, no, they stayed. So everybody who was infected was taken away. But then little by little, that stopped. In the beginning, they'd come by the house. And then it stopped. Eventually, it just stopped. It stopped. I don't even know what day it is. No, nothing. My computer says November 7th, 2021. It's been a year almost. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like a year. It feels like 10 years. It feels like I've been here 10 years. And I've tried to make the best of it. I've tried to do the best I can being here. And if you find this video, just know that some people did survive and some people did make it. And hopefully I make it. Hopefully you made it. Hopefully I'm broadcasting this on this live stream. It still works, which is cool, but there's nobody posting. There's not a person. No one is posting little comments like they used to when I used to do my shows on here all the time. People would say, Iggy, great job. Hey, awesome. I agree with that. I don't see anything. It's just a blank screen. Just me talking. 0 people. Which is kind of crazy. You appreciate those people who posted, those people who said comments. And I always did. And I wonder about their lives and where they're at and what they're doing. If they're surviving, if they're able to get help, if they have food. But if you know where I'm at, I'm in Columbus. I'm near Hilliard. I'll post my address on there like I do on all the other social media so people can come and find some kind of sanctuary, some kind of help. I know that my cell phone's starting to die. I'm not going to have a phone anymore. It's going to be like totally, it's like outdated. I don't even know how to fix it. The radio is nothing on the radio. You put the radio on and it's just total silence. Every channel you scan through is just total silence. If there's anybody out there, just know that I'm out here. But I might not be alive now. I may not be here if you're watching this. Because crazy things happen when crazy things happen. People do crazy things in order to survive. I'm hoping that if you find this video and you see this stream and this recording that you're okay. Just be safe. Take care of yourself. I just know that we should be one eye on what we're listening to, one ear on what we're listening to, one eye on the other side, and one ear on the other side. 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. And that in case we're ready to have to go one way or another. You know, a year ago I made a video about buying cans of food. And I did it, just for fun because you never know. And plus I did it because just in case. Damn. I was pretty lucky. I can't say. I don't know how everybody else is doing. But you know what? After it ran out, that first batch ran out, I had to go. I had to walk. And I had to go to the store. And it was nothing. And eventually I just started breaking into people's houses. I started getting into people's houses and there was food in there. So I started grabbing all that stuff and collecting all that things and bringing it to my house. And sometimes I'd stay in someone's house and just chill. Which was kind of weird. Because I always thought someone would show up, but no one ever showed up. But most of the time I just bring things back because I kind of barricaded myself in here, boarded up things, closed things off so no one can come into my space. And I know my space better than anybody's space, so that way nothing can happen. The biggest thing is I find myself meditating and praying and doing ceremony and just hoping that I run into somebody. And I believe that I will. It's just timing. It's just time. Because Iggy Garcia being the last human being on Earth is not the way it should be. That's kind of funny. The rest of us, wherever we are. I don't know. I just want to say good luck to you guys. Be well, wherever you are. When you hear something, and I should have done this too, when I hear the media as they spin the message, I know that 50-50 of it is half-truth. The half-truth. What are they really telling us? What's really happening? What do they want us to hear? They want us to be in fear? Okay, so you created fear. You created a panic. And you made everybody anxious and upset, frustrated, totally discombobulated society. Not that there wasn't a virus. Not that there wasn't. That I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened, honestly, because I have no contact with the outside world now. I have no idea what's going on. The outside world to me is whatever I do when I walk out that door now. My outside world now is walking through nature, feeling the grass beneath my feet, smelling the air, feeling the breeze on my face, listening to the birds chirping, feeling the sun on my chest and on my face. To me, that's the outside world now. The outside world that I used to know was a 3D world, 5D world, mixed together, intertwining. What I used to live is no longer. Because I have no choice but to evolve as a species, as a human being, and to live life connected with everything that I was disconnected from. Why did the virus pick some of us? I don't know. And why did some of us live? I don't know. I know that if I'm the only person in my little space, that there has to be other people alive, and nature has selectively picked certain people to just keep going. Now my journey is to find other people, to go out and share with them. I don't know what our society is going to look like now. I don't know where we're going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to feel like, what it's going to taste like, smell like, be like at all. But I know one thing, it ain't going to be like it used to be. I'm out of gas, can't drive my car, my truck, can't move, nothing. They say don't touch your face. I've touched my face 1,000 times. But I just know that right now, it ain't going to be the same. Whatever happens, happens. Where I go from here, I don't know. All I know is I got to keep moving forward. With or without the beliefs that have been created for me. I just have to keep going. All right, everybody. So that was my rendition of what it was probably like somebody who got stuck in quarantine and everything went to hell because of this coronavirus thing. Is it real? Not real? I don't know. So I did just an acting persona of somebody who is thinking they're the only human being on the planet or in their space. I wanted to share that because in society we can actually, two things can happen. We can buy into the fear, ignore the fear. And the third thing, if there is one, is just be indifferent, be in the middle. So I'm not here to preach that it's good, bad, good. I'm not here to say, because I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But I'm here to also say, hey, you know what? Let's have an open mind about this. Let's think about what's going on here. Let's think about what is happening. So creating this video for me was important because I wanted to get into the character and the feeling of what it would be like to be by myself. And to be alone and to reconnect with Mother Nature after everything has just been totally changed in your life. So it wasn't too difficult because I could feel the energy, and I just kind of felt that it needed, as a message, needed to be shared. Because I know a lot of you out there wondering, what should we do? Should we believe it? I'm not here to say don't believe it. I'm not saying to discount it. I'm saying here, just be very educated as best you can. Take an approach where you read it, you study it, and I know the information is coming from sources that we have no control over. And the sources that, feed us the information. And I get that. And that's usually where the problem is for a lot of people, is because the information is coming from the Center of Disease Control, and areas like that, from pharmaceutical companies, and who knows from where. So the information that we receive, we have to dissect and discern it, and then operate on it and move it and make it our own. And then some of us take it serious, and some of us take it non-serious. Some of us say, hey, just use this essential oil, that essential oil. I'm not a doctor, and I don't claim to be a doctor. But I'm not sure what works, what won't work. But the thing is, we have to be prepared in some way. Regardless, we can't always allow, other people to control our destiny, our government, politicians, other people. Is it okay to stock up on food? Yeah, of course it's okay to stock up on food. Water? Of course it's okay to stock up on water. I did it. And I did it because, and I'll tell you why I did it. Just in case. Just in case. It's better to be prepared than not prepared. Someone unprepared can find themselves in a world of hurt. Now, do I go out there and buy boxes and boxes of food? No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. There are people who I have ran into who have done that and bought all the disinfectant wipes and stuff. And they have the right to feel that way. They've been conditioned and they've been fed a spoonful of fear. Me from the outside looking at those people going, wow, it's real for them. It's real, powerful. It's something that they feel inside here, in their heart. It goes here, here, and here, back and forth, bouncing back and forth. I'm not crazy. Well, but that's what I'm talking about. So now, we have all this thing happening right now. We're at the beginning stages of something. We don't know if it's real or not real. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't have any clue. So my suggestion to you is to be prepared. You're going to have to make some choices down the line eventually, because they're going to offer you some choices. They're going to offer you some really definite choices about inoculation, probably. Non-inoculation, if it gets out of hand. If it just dies and puts and goes away, then we have nothing to fear. And there's been all kinds of things, MRSA, bird flu, all kinds of things, and I get that. I understand that. These pandemics, that are nothing new. If there's human beings, and there's a lot of human beings, there's always going to be a chance for a pandemic. There's always going to be a chance when we don't keep ourselves in a healthy way with the environment. When we don't keep ourselves clean, when we don't keep ourselves, proactive in taking care of this planet. The main reason why we're having all these fearful moments in life is because some humans just choose not to do the right thing. Choose not to help others, not to help society, because they want this. They want this. That's what they want. They want greenbacks. Yeah, that's a currency. That's how we communicate. That's how we talk. That's how we exchange energy. That's the language of the world. But if they say what they say is happening, and it could happen, that's not going to mean squat. That's not going to mean anything. That's going to be zero. We're going to go back to trading this, okay, or any kind of perishable thing that is really good. Chocolate, candy, sugar, coffee. Not to create a Mad Max scenario here, but if you want to create one, yeah. If you watch Mad Max, if you've not watched Mad Max, watch Mad Max. Because these things right here become very popular. Very, very popular. Cans of food. Canned vegan diets. Okay? Become very popular. Alright? So, just go out there. Do the very best to try to understand what's happening. And, and you're not going to have a whole lot of success, and you may have some success, but a lot of it's not because you're not educating, you're not smart. A lot of it's going to be because where you're gathering your information, where it's coming from, where it's being fed to you, how it's being projected onto you, and then how you are going to break down the stuff. Okay? It's how you break down that information. Now, are we going to have a pandemic? If I had to guess, I would probably say no. Okay? That's just my personal opinion, and that's my opinion. If it means anything at all, my personal opinion is no. We're not going to have any kind of... We're going to have a ride. We're going to have a little ride, because we're human beings and we like that ride. We like to go through stuff like this. But eventually what's going to happen, everything will level out. There'll be something else to take our mind off whatever's happening. And then it'll be like all the other things that happen. HIV, AIDS, and all the things that, affected people and still affect people today. The bird flu, all the different influenzas that come out. So as a person in my community, I'm just here to say, think about it. Really think about it. Think about what we're doing here. Think about what you're going to do, what your next step will be. Think about what decisions you will make if you have to make decisions. It's possible that we might have to make decisions. That is very possible for ourselves and for our children. I mean, we're already canceling sporting events. We're canceling events and the teams are playing without spectators in the stands. It's like a video game, almost. You can watch it from TV. It's crazy. The things that I'm watching right now occur... Excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat there. The things that I'm watching right now that are occurring right now are... They're trying to isolate us. They're trying to keep us from gathering. If you think about it, if you gather in these spaces, what happens when you gather? You talk. You share ideas. You talk about what current events are. You talk about the situation at hand. Eventually, these right here are going to be pointless. Because all they can do is push a button, turn it off, and it's over. And then we'll have to go back to communicating like we used to, verbally. Speaking mouth to mouth, tongue to tongue. And yeah, they did cancel the Arnold because my son has an event that they did. They had to change the venue because of that. But we're so fearful, and we've closed borders down, and we've been wanting, and our government's been wanting to close borders down. I mean, let's put it this way: our president's been wanting to close down borders, okay, for quite some time now. Did they know something before we knew? That's the questions I asked. Did they know something that we didn't know? Was there like this hoodwinked scenario? Did they trick us? Are they playing us? Now, those are the things I think about. Because now we're in a situation where, it's affecting everybody globally. The economy, especially, the stock market, the banking system, all these people who move a lot of money. So the question is, what's really happening? I don't have that answer. Some of you may have answers and may have theories or hypotheses about what's going on, and what's happening. What's really happening? It's hard to tell because I'm in my basement. I'm on this machine called a computer, streaming live on Facebook, and doing the things I love to do. And that's kind of what I'm going to keep doing the things I love to do. I'm going to do a drumming show tonight. My son's going to be his futsal thing, and my friend Hayden's going to be the panda for me. He's going to be filling in for me since I can't have a conflict in schedule. You don't stop living because the world's falling apart, or they're trying to create a world and make it look like it's falling apart. Or maybe it is falling apart. Who cares? Eventually it all falls apart, right? The sad part is if it falls apart in our time. Eventually this planet will collapse and this planet will blow up. We all know that. We know that how that story will go. It's just how it is. It happens. It just happens. But the thing is, go out, just be open-minded, be aware, do what you do every day, have fun, play, joke, hang out with your friends, family. Don't stop living. Don't stop living because there's this virus and they're asking people to be quarantined and people die. Some friend of mine told me, it only matters to the person who dies and the family that is. But you know what? It's still somebody who dies and it's a family. And I get that. I just know that someone wants to play hero. Someone's going to play hero with this. It's going to save the world, and that person's going to win a Nobel Prize for it, become very super rich over it, and write a book and stuff. Because that's usually what happens. But anyhow, moving on. I hope you liked my little radio play or my live stream play about the quarantine. Iggy Garcia being quarantined in his basement. You'll have to go back and listen to the beginning. Some people, I think, thought it was kind of something was wrong. No, I was just trying to reenact. I was trying to do a reenactment of somebody who was in quarantine and kind of got left there. And eventually, after coming out of quarantine, they decided to venture out of the world and kind of move about and see if there was any other people. In my particular scenario, there was no other people in my general vicinity. And I'm not saying there wasn't anybody, but I just wanted to make it a little ominous, and then my companion was Siri. Love you, Siri.
I think you're pretty great too.
So those are the conversations you have when you're in quarantine with Siri. But anyhow, that's it, guys. That's what my show was about today. Episode 86, The Quarantine, Iggy Garcia Live. I hope you enjoy the shows. Today I'm going to be down at Oil Dance Company. We're doing a performance down on Franklin Avenue, I believe. We're doing a show there, a drumming show. And my son's doing Columbus futsal game later today, so there's a whole bunch of activities you can. And, just have fun. Like I said, if you're watching this video, I'm probably already dead. Anyhow, you guys be well. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed this show. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, if it was kind of bizarre or a little weird, because this is one of those things that just I felt very inspired to do, just kind of create something that, could be a possibility in an alternate universe. And maybe it did happen in an alternate universe, and I just connected to that alternate universe through Facebook, through live stream, through the, Christ consciousness, through consciousness. And so, anyways, you guys go back and listen to the top of the show, because it's about me being the last person in Columbus, Ohio, after the coronavirus has been wiping everybody out. All right. Peace and love, guys. Take care. Be well. I'm off to go do the work I have to do today. You go off and do the work you need to do. Be the light, be the love for the world, because you know what? If you don't do it, who's going to do it, right? And so I'm going to do my part. You do your part. Keep sharing with everybody. Just be who you are. Love everybody. Do no harm. And like I always say, heal the individuals, heal the families, heal the communities, heal the society, heal this planet. And together, we make this a better place. And I think if we raise the vibration, raise that vibration up, and we start to energetically feel better about ourselves, we start to energetically change the world. We energetically change everything about our situation. We change everything of how it is and what it's going to be like. No, ain't no stinking coronavirus going to knock me off. No way, dude, because you know what? There's too many good things in nature, because all the healing herbs and medicine are in nature. Okay, why? Because Mother Nature made it. She knows what to take. She knows what to make. Okay, so our job is to find out what's going to keep us healthy, what's going to keep us well. How are we going to dance through this situation, this scenario that's been created for us? This has been created for us. Okay, did the ice caps melt and some kind of virus strain escape? Well, maybe. And if you want to see something very similar to what I'm talking about, watch the Netflix show V Wars. Okay, some of you probably seen it. It's about the coronavirus and how it spreads and how it mutates, and how some people go through it and lose it, and some people aren't affected by it. So V Wars on Netflix, it's almost like a premonition. It was kind of weird, except these people become very, they call them vampires, but not really vampires. They just evolve. Evolution evolves and changes the Homo sapien version of themselves into a new species of humans, basically. All right, guys. Well, I'm off to the races. I will see you soon next week. Drum Circle at the Reiki Center. Okay, I hope to see you there. Be well. If you need anything, just give me a call at iggygarcia.com. My information's there, and I will see you guys as soon as I can back in the show. I hope you enjoyed my show today. I hope it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it didn't confuse anybody. But like I said, if you're watching this, I'm probably already gone.